Folks, let me share with you this crazy day that happened to me a couple of weeks ago. It all started like any regular Tuesday morning. I'm just an average guy working a 9-to-5 job in a small town in the US. Let's call it Millville. Not the real name, but you get the picture. So, picture this. I'm groggily making my way to the office. No big deal, right? But here's where things start to get, well, weird. I live on the outskirts of town, so my commute is a bit of a drag. I hop into my old beat-up car, and off I go. As I'm driving down the road, I notice this black van behind me. I don't think much of it at first. Maybe it's just someone else heading to work too. But then, I start noticing it's been tailing me for quite a while. Now, I'm not the paranoid type, but this was starting to creep me out. I decide to take a detour, thinking maybe I'm just being overly cautious. But guess what? The van follows every turn I make. At this point, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy, like, why is this guy following me? Maybe he's just lost, right? I pull into the parking lot at work, and so does the mysterious black van. Now, I'm legit freaked out. I park, and this dude in a suit steps out of the van. He's got this poker face on, like he means business. Turns out, he's a detective. Yep, a real-life detective from the local police department. He starts asking me all these questions, like I'm some kind of suspect. Apparently, there's been some serious stuff going down, and they think I know something about it. I'm just a regular guy, mind you, not involved in anything shady. But here's where it gets even crazier. They show me footage from security cameras near my place. Turns out, I had an unexpected visitor in the middle of the night. A shady-looking guy sneaking around my house like a ninja. The detective tells me they've been tracking this guy for weeks, and somehow, he got wind that I was onto him. That's why he was tailing me, trying to figure out if I'd spilled the beans or something. Now I'm thinking, what the heck did I get myself into? The detective convinces me to help them out. They want me to act like everything's normal, keep going to work, and try to get information out of this mysterious dude. Honestly, I felt like I was in some kind of spy movie. Definitely not what I signed up for when I woke up that morning. Fast forward a bit, and I'm basically living a double life. By day, I'm the average office guy doing spreadsheets and coffee runs. By night, I'm helping the police track down this elusive criminal. It's insane, and I never thought I'd be in the middle of something like this. I'll leave it here for now, but believe me, things get even crazier from this point on. Stay tuned for the next part. You won't believe how this whole thing unfolds. Okay, buckle up because this story takes a turn that even I couldn't have predicted. So, here I am, playing undercover agent after hours, trying to get close to this shady character. The detective gives me a hidden camera to wear, like I'm some kind of amateur spy. I feel like I'm in over my head, but hey, it's for the greater good, right? Days go by, and things start to get weirder. The guy I'm tracking catches on that something's off. He starts giving me the side eye, and I can feel the tension building. I'm thinking, this is it. He's gonna figure me out, and I'm toast. One evening after work, I'm walking back to my car, and I see the van again, the same black one that's been tailing me. This time, though, it's parked right next to my car. I approach cautiously, and the detective guy pops out like he's been waiting for me. He's got this urgent look on his face, like it's do or die time. Turns out, they've traced the mysterious guy to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of Millville. They want me to keep playing the unsuspecting pawn and follow him there, discreetly. The plan is to catch him red-handed and figure out what he's up to. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared out of my mind. But hey, I'm in too deep to back out now. So that night, I tail the shady dude to this creepy, run-down warehouse. It's the kind of place you see in horror movies. Flickering lights, creaky floors, the whole deal. I'm doing my best to stay hidden, heart pounding in my chest. The detective and his team are close by, ready to swoop in when the time is right. I watch as the mysterious guy goes inside, and I follow suit, trying not to make a sound. Inside, it's dark and eerie, with weird sounds echoing through the empty halls. I turn a corner and see the guy talking to someone. Another shady character. They're huddled around a table covered in blueprints and documents. My heart is practically in my throat at this point. Suddenly, the detective's voice crackles in my earpiece, telling me to stay put and gather as much info as I can. But just as I'm about to relay what I'm seeing, the floor beneath me gives way. I plummet through a trapdoor, landing in what feels like a secret underground lair. I kid you not. It's like something out of a James Bond movie. Now, I'm stuck in this dimly lit, secret chamber, surrounded by all sorts of tech and equipment. And guess what? The shady duo didn't notice a thing. They keep talking about some grand plan, and I'm just lying there, trying to make sense of it all. It's like I stumbled onto the set of a spy thriller without a script. I managed to discreetly record bits of their conversation, hoping it's enough for the police to piece together the puzzle. But then, the worst happens. They start talking about eliminating anyone who could blow their cover. That includes me. Yeah, I'm officially terrified. I'm torn between making a run for it or risking it all to gather more evidence. The detective's voice in my earpiece is urgent now, telling me to get out of there. But before I can decide, the floor creaks beneath me, and both the shady characters turn in my direction. I'm caught, and there's no way out. The detective's voice is screaming in my ear to run, but it's too late. The mysterious guy starts walking toward me, a sinister grin on his face. This is it, the end of the line. But miraculously, just when I'm sure I'm a goner, the police storm in, guns drawn, saving my skin. It's chaos, yelling, scuffling, and eventually, the bad guys are subdued. I'm left there, bewildered and grateful to be alive. Turns out, the whole thing was some elaborate scheme involving stolen government secrets and a plan to sell them on the black market. The police had been onto these guys for months, and I inadvertently stumbled into the middle of their operation. The detective thanks me for my unintentional bravery, and I'm just relieved it's all over. The mysterious guy and his partner are hauled off in handcuffs, and I'm left standing in the eerie underground lair, wondering how on earth I got mixed up in such a wild situation. So there you have it, my completely unexpected adventure from a regular guy heading to the office to unwittingly foiling a villainous plot. Life's crazy, folks, and you never know what's waiting around the corner. Stay tuned for more unbelievable twists, because Millville's got more secrets than you'd ever believe. As I stand in the dimly lit underground chamber, the police officers secure the area, ensuring that there are no more surprises. The detective approaches me, his expression a mix of relief and admiration. "Kid, you just stumbled into the middle of something big," he says, patting me on the back. "We owe you big time for helping us crack this case wide open." I nod, still trying to wrap my head around the fact that my ordinary life has taken such an extraordinary turn. The adrenaline is pumping through my veins, and I can't believe I've played a part in thwarting a criminal operation. The detective briefs me on the details of the operation, explaining how the stolen government secrets were a threat to national security. It turns out that the mysterious guy and his partner were planning to sell the classified information to the highest bidder on the black market. The implications of their scheme were far-reaching, and the authorities had been working tirelessly to bring them down. As the police gather evidence from the underground lair, I take a moment to reflect on the absurdity of my situation. From an average office worker to an accidental undercover agent, my life has become a surreal blend of the mundane and the extraordinary. The detective hands me a small device, a USB drive containing the crucial evidence I managed to record during my unplanned descent into the secret chamber. He thanks me again, emphasizing the importance of my unintentional bravery. A team of officers escorts the arrested criminals out of the warehouse, and I find myself surrounded by the flashing lights of police cars and the hustle and bustle of law enforcement. News reporters arrive on the scene, eager to cover the sensational story that unfolded in Millville. Over the next few days, my life becomes a whirlwind of interviews, press conferences, and even a commendation from the local police department for my unwitting role in dismantling the criminal operation. I become a minor local celebrity, recognized by strangers on the street who had seen my face on the news. Despite the newfound attention, I return to my routine at the office. Colleagues treat me with newfound respect, some even half-jokingly suggesting I pursue a career in law enforcement. I chuckle at the idea, still processing the surreal events that transpired. The detective keeps in touch, expressing gratitude and ensuring that I'm coping with the aftermath. As the weeks pass, the fervor surrounding the case subsides, and life in Millville gradually returns to normal. However, the experience leaves a lasting impact on me. I find myself more attuned to the subtle details of my surroundings, a lingering sense of vigilance born from the days I spent living the double life. The mundane office tasks take on a different hue, and I can't help but wonder what unexpected adventures may await me in the future. So, here I am, back to the familiar rhythm of my 9-to-5 life, but forever changed by the bizarre sequence of events that unfolded in Millville. As I close this chapter and return to the ordinary, I can't shake the feeling that life's unpredictability may still have a few surprises in store for me. After all, Millville's got more secrets than anyone could have ever believed.